We're excited to introduce the Level 2 Textiles course starting from September. So I'm here just to explain a little bit about the course and hopefully answer any questions that you might have going through what the course entails. So it's a 2-year course, very much like the Level 1, apart from we are going to be using a sewing machine.
The first 3 terms are workbook based. Here's an example of what it looks like. These are electronic PDFs that are fillable. Just click on a box and type inside.
After the first 3 terms, we're going to be pursuing more of a sketchbook based method of working. So we're going to be developing, and obviously that's going to be with me guiding you throughout, but more creative, a much better way to develop your creativity and get a bit more excited. And we're going to be able to see that through sketchbook work. And the way that we mark that, it has to be sent to us electronically. So what we'd suggest is scanning in or photographing pages and putting it all together in an electronic portfolio, possibly a PowerPoint, so you can just put each page on a different slide and then you're able to send that in to us. So projects. The first 3 projects to follow with the workbooks are going to be as follows. You're going to be making a pencil case, or you can turn it into a wash bag or a makeup bag. So the dimensions, you can alter that, but basically learning how to insert a zip and actually make a textiles product. The second project is going to be more of a textile art based project. So again, possibly using the sewing machine if you're wanting to develop freehand machine embroidery. So you're basically using the sewing machine as a drawing tool. And then the third project is going to be looking at the basics of dressmaking. So we're going to make an item of child's clothing. Got a little example there. So then we develop towards the end of the first year and into the second year projects designed by you. So then you get to choose exactly what you're designing and making, and alongside that further developing your style of working, your sketchbook style. To add to that, there is a business unit and you'll be basically recording your own Dragon's Den style presentation. So that's part of the Level 2 course as well. So tools and equipment that you're going to be needing for this course. So as I said, the Level 2, we will be using a sewing machine. So this is my sewing machine, but I won't be recommending a specific machine because that really is down to your own personal budget. What it will need to do is be able to sew a stitch line, straight stitch, zigzag stitch. It would be helpful if you can change the feet. So one foot that we will be using is the zipper foot. And if you would like to pursue freehand machine embroidery, then I would suggest getting a darning foot. These feet don't normally come with the sewing machine or the package of equipment that comes with the sewing machine. It's normally a piece of equipment that you can buy alongside that fits your machine. So it's known as a darning foot and it's got a little hoop, and we'll be using that for machine embroidery. Other pieces of the tools equipment. I've got my sewing machine sewing box here. So I like to keep all my bits and pieces in because I'm a bit of a textile hoarder and crafter. So things that I think will be invaluable for you is a pair of fabric scissors, nice and sharp. You can get a blade sharpeners for fabric scissors. I suggest not letting anyone use them for paper because it will blunt them, so save them just for fabric. A small pair of sharp scissors, these are called embroidery scissors, and they're great for snipping threads. When using the sewing machine, we all make mistakes and there'll be stitch lines that you'll need to undo. So very important and very handy piece of equipment is a quick unpick, otherwise known as a seam ripper. That's really important. Some pins, got a tape measure, some hand pins. I've got a little needle book that my daughter has made, and that was one of the projects in the level 1 textiles. And you will need fabric throughout the course. Some suggested fabric just to get you started when you're practicing using the sewing machine. Maybe use something like a cotton or a calico, which is just the thicker cotton, to get started with, just because it's easy to use, it doesn't have any stretch, and it'll be really nice to practice your stitch lines using the sewing machine on something like that.